What is good, y'all? And welcome once again to the Loess Hills State Forest of Western Iowa. We are on our fourth of four backpacking tours through the different units of the Loess Hills State Forest, and today the aim is Pisgah Unit. Well, we've maneuvered about a mile down trail and just getting a glimpse. I'm sure you can tell we are right in the heart of fall. It is now, I think it's October 20th. I came up here today thinking we're probably pretty near the peak of the lovely leaf carcasses, and sure enough it is. I would say it's probably one more week, one or two more freezes, and I think we'll be at the absolute peak. But as it is, I will certainly take it. Okay, well, at about the 2.5 mile mark at this point in time, I started the day at the northernmost terminus here at Pisgah Unit, which I'd never been to before, which was actually really cool. Some hills up there, obviously the colors that you saw. Got to bushwhack through some corn, which I've never done before, but I gotta say, if you're in Iowa in the fall, I can't think of a more Iowa thing to do than to bushwhack through some corn. So check that off the list. But now we've crossed Easton Trail and Cobb Creek, and we are working our way south, which is, this is a little bit more heavily forested down in here, which, you know, obviously given the fact that we're seeking out the colors, should be quite appetizing to the eye. Let's see. I don't know if the audio on this camera here can, on my iPhone, can pick this up, but if you listen in real quick, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe there's some funk in that forest. about halfway between north and south, the northernmost post of the Pisgah Unit and the southernmost. And I went ahead and kind of ducked into one of these little ravines just to see what it would look like in here. And wow, really glad I did. Again, these Loess Hills, you know, you're thinking Iowa, you're thinking they're not. I mean, they are hills. They're, you know, they're not super tall, but boy, they are just straight up and down. And when you get tucked down in this little valley in here with all these colors and the sun peeking through, it is just a visual delight. Junction of the Loess Hills Trail here, the Pisgah Unit Trail, and 145th Street or Avenue, I think it's Street, and that is where I stopped earlier today and stashed some water I've talked about in prior videos. Again, you cannot filter water here, too close to, you know, agricultural areas, so you're not supposed to be filtering water, so you kind of have to bring in your own water. So what I've done is cache some water here, pulled in here earlier today and stash some water back in here. I'm gonna get a couple of bottles of this, and then go up across 145th and get a camp set up. All right, well, camp is now established. I am hung up. I'm in this field here with some nice, amazing looking trees in full color. We're gonna go here. It's right about sunset. I'm probably about 10-15 minutes to sunset. So we're gonna get up on top of this hill, kind of glance out to the west, get a good look at sunset, come back down, have some dinner, and just regale in all the color. with the holidays fast approaching, we've gone ahead and make ourselves Thanksgiving dinner, or at least a backpacker's version of Thanksgiving dinner. Basically equal parts stovetop and instant mashed potatoes. Glorious way to recarb the body after hiking around. So little Thanksgiving dinner, and then time for a snooze. Hopefully too, we're going to get some starscape footage tonight. Should be pretty clear. 86% moon, so should be glorious to sit underneath the stars and the moon tonight. Well, an almost perfect night in the hammock, a little bit windy, which was actually not bad because the temperatures were high 50s, and it's October the 21st, which is pretty crazy, but absolutely great. Gonna get packed up, get on the move. We've got about 5.5 miles out of here. I'm gonna retrace some of the steps that we had yesterday. There's not much of a loop. There is a little area where we'll be able to duck off and see some new stuff, but for the most part we're going to be retracing our steps. But was great the first time, so it'll be fun to see it yet again. Well, we've maneuvered ourselves back into the forest, and some of you guys might be thinking, what is homeboy doing wearing a football jersey hiking? And it is a legitimate question, I'll grant you. The reason for that is here in Iowa, again, it's late October. It is currently hunting season, and I do not plan on getting an ass full of buckshot. So, and my closet does not contain any hunter's safeties vest. The only orange in my wardrobe is to support my favorite football team, the Denver Broncos. So I have gone ahead and put that on today. Though I gotta say, we are in Kansas City Chiefs country, and so I'm not sure if this jersey is gonna increase or decrease my chances of getting shot, but I guess we'll find out. made it back to the car, all limbs intact. Just another beautiful gallop around the Loess Hills State Forest. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you so much for tagging along. Again, this was the fourth of my 4 trips. I have now completed all of the 4 units of the Loess Hills State Forest. Just a magical time. We started back in the spring, so you see now this the Loess Hills State Forest in spring, summer, and fall. And needless to say, I'll be back here again at some point. But again, I want to thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.